My name's Dan Brown, and I'm the Senior Service Consultant here at MGE. Today's video is going to cover a basic idea that isn't new to the subject of business, but might be new to you. I'm going to give you some statistics that you may find interesting. 8 out of 10 businesses in the first 5 years fail. That leaves 2 out of 10 businesses that survive in the first 5 years. Out of the 20% of businesses that survive the first 5 years, 80% of those businesses fail in the next 5 years. That gives you a 4% success rate if you're a new business owner. In contrast, businesses set up based on systems, we call that as a turnkey model. Out of those type businesses, 75% of those businesses succeed in the first 5 years. So what does that mean? A business set up based on systems. Well, let's talk about that for a second. A systems-based business is a business that isn't reliant upon the dent of personality or the type of personality or the talent of personality that sits and holds a position in your office. Rather, your office has an individual who's been trained on practices and procedures through documented manuals, documented practices, thorough job descriptions, things and tools which allow that person to quickly understand what is the purpose of their position, how do they carry out these daily functions and weekly functions, right down to what do I say when a patient calls in and says, I'd like to know how much it costs for a crown. Not having these systems, these practices, and even, yes, scripts. We hate scripts, but even scripts just to show the guidelines of how things should be handled in a perfect world scenario. Lacking these things, you're subject to the talent, the experience, the judgment of your existing personnel or your future personnel. Let's talk about personnel. Can you say you have fantastic people occupying each position in your office? Some people can say, yes, I've got the team I want. It's my dream team. But how long is that dream team going to be there? Let's talk reality. People move. People start families. Some people will come get hired right out of your office. My point, personnel aren't permanent. Your systems and your procedures and your practices, now those are permanent. Make them permanent. Document them. Establish them. Make them easily understandable. And then get your staff to know and understand these. Now, in talking about systems, we've covered this extensively, thoroughly, and incredibly, actually, in ddssuccess.com. And I'd like you to go there and see what's offered there. We cover systems-based approach in hygiene, scheduling, customer service, and phone skills. And that's just to name a few. Not only will you be able to learn how to actually put systems in these areas, but you'll be able to put your staff in front of a computer at the time that you choose with no further expense than the monthly subscription. And they will learn the basics of these points in detail so that you don't have to spend countless hours on how to train them to do so. Let's start today establishing practices that are system-based rather than personnel-based. If you like what we're covering, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.